know Green Goblin is trying to steal a taxi to pollute the earth. Where's Spider-Man?
I will save the city, but let's explain why this is bad. The formation of photochemical smog begins with the nitrogen oxides released from combustions of fossil fuels in vehicles, power plants, and industrial processes. NO2 is produced early in the day from vehicle emissions and industrial activity, along with volatile organic compounds. VOC is emitted from gasolines, solvent, paints, and industrial processes. Natural sources including trees, which releases VOCs like isoprene. These pollutants react with sunlight to form ozone, which is a highly reactive gas. Secondary pollutant formed when NO2s and VOCs react in sunlight. O3 concentrates peak in the afternoon and are typically higher in the summer due to increased sunlight heat. Stratospheric, or ground level ozone, is emitted directly into the air but is created by chemical reactions between oxides of nitrogen and violet organic compounds. A simple reaction equation of this formation of the stratospheric ozone during this time is listed to the side. This happens when pollutants emitted by car, power plants, industrial boilers, refineries, chemical plants, and other sources chemically react in the presence of sunlight. Ozone is most likely to reach unhealthy levels on hot sunny days in urban environments, but can still reach high levels during colder months. Nighttime ozone decreases are due to a combined effect of net chemical loss as a result of no photochemical ozone production in the absence of sunlight and ozone depletion by the NO2 titratic effect and continued ozone dry deposition to the surface. Nitric acid, which is emitted from the equation to this reaction, is listed to the side. Photochemical smog is a mixture of pollutants that are formed when nitrogen oxide and VOCs react to sunlight, creating a brown haze above cities. Factors favoring smog include sunlight, high levels of pollutants, calm winds, and stable atmospheric conditions. That areas surrounded by mountains and higher temperature, it tends to occur more often in summer because it's when the most sunlight. Photochemical smogs have many impacts affecting things like the environment, the economy, and people. Environmental impacts can include reduced photosynthesis in plants. The ozone damages the leaf tissues, reducing the chlorophyll content and interfering with photosynthesis. This lowers crop yields and reduces plant growth. And number two is that it damages forests and ecosystems. Long term, exposure to the ozone weakens the trees and making them more vulnerable to diseases, pests, and climate stress. This disrupts the ecosystem, affecting primary producers and reducing biodiversity. Human health are respiratory and cardiovascular issues. Ozone can irritate the lungs, leading to asthma, bronchiolitis, and reduced lung function. Then long-term exposures increases risk of heart disease and premature death. This could also lead to economic problems like increased healthcare costs because more respiratory diseases lead to higher medical expenses for individuals and government. This includes hospital visits, medications, and lost work days.
Increase agriculture productivity because of ozone damage to the food supply, which affect crops like wheat, soybean, and fruits, and it reduces worker productivity because smog causes fatigue, headaches, and cognitive impairment.
I now have a car to crest smog. No one can stop me now. Ha 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 ha.
Not if I get to say goblin. Wow! Smog is mainly called from NO2 and VOCs. Reducing smog requires lowering emissions from these pollutants. One way is reducing vehicle emission because most of the sources are from gasoline combustion. One way is through converters that makes the car exhaust systems convert NO and CO2 into less harmful gases, switching from gas to electric or hybrid, or promoting public transportation and carpooling because it lowers the number of cars on the road. For VOCs, we can control industrial VOC emission by installing air scrubbers and filters in factory and remove VOCs, using water-based or low VOC paints and cleaning products to minimize emissions, and regulating industrial emissions through government policies and standards. And those are all the ways that you can regulate these emissions and help me continue beating down the goblin.